Why do you use Chrome? Think a bit about Google. It controls all your internet searches, tracks where you go, monitors all your emails, and stores almost all your files, holiday photos, and much more. Basically, it holds a digital copy of you. In exchange, you get all these services for free. But when did we agree to any of this? And is there any alternative? So, how do you break up with the third richest company in the world? You don't. Or at least not that easily. The concept of de-googling is something that caught my attention for a while. I've started looking into it, and it's not that simple to switch to non-Google services. Or at least not without some sacrifices. So, I'm taking it one step at a time. No sudden changes that will quickly send me back into the protective arms of Google. I figured the easiest thing to do would be to start with the browser, since it wouldn't require any drastic changes. I had a few very simple criteria. It had to be cross-platform, working on Windows, macOS, iOS and Android, and prioritize privacy, since that was the main goal. That's how I came up to discover Brave. But here's the thing. After doing a little bit of research, I ended up uncovering some skeletons in Brave's closet as well. At least, that's what happened after I started using it and actually liked it. Now, I'm not here to defend it, nor I'm here to tell you that it's better to give your data to Brave than to Google. But I will tell you what I personally liked about it and what I didn't, and whether it was worth the hassle of making the switch. By the way, I've been using it for over half a year now and it's become my default browser. If first impression count, Brave gets off to a rocky start right from the get-go. The whole point of this change was so I wouldn't feel like I was being followed by someone trying to sell me things, or rather, take my stuff without my consent, my data. At least Google was good at hiding this. You never knew when it was collecting your data and when it wasn't. Brave, on the other hand, lays all its cards on the table. It shows you everything it has right from the start. Let me show you what I mean by that. You walk in and you are immediately bombarded by little icons that shouldn't be there. They have their own AI assistant, Leo, the Brave wallet, some features related to Web3, ads for their VPN subscription plan in 2 places, Brave rewards, again in 2 places, Brave news, some statistics on how much time you saved by using Brave, and Brave Talk, which is kind of like Microsoft Teams but with more privacy. Quite a bit of bloatware, if you ask me. Luckily, let me show you how you can make your browsing experience really enjoyable despite all this mess. First, right-click on each extra icon you see and hide it. Starting from the top, you'll see Brave Rewards. Next, hide the sidebar icon, which basically opens the chat with their AI. Then hide Brave Wallet, then Brave VPN. After that, go to the burger menu and disable the sidebar completely. Then, on the home page, click on Settings and start disabling everything you find there, especially in the Cards tab. Brave VPN, Brave Rewards, Brave Talk, and Brave News. Personally, I left Brave Stats enabled because I think it's nice to see how many ads have been blocked, even though I never actually checked those stats. Also, in the Background Image tab, disable the ads on the homepage. Next, in the Search tab, I kept 3 search engines active: Brave, Google, and DuckDuckGo. As I mentioned at the beginning, it's hard to give up Google completely right away, so I kept some alternatives. Now, finally, the browsing experience seems much more streamlined. Still, why all the hassle? Well, what I really loved about Brave is that once you've gone through the trouble of setting it up to this point, thankfully, you don't even have to worry about ads anymore. And I mean absolutely no ads anywhere, ever. Including on YouTube, even if you don't have a premium subscription. Yeah, it's true. I had some instances where certain websites stopped working or I couldn't access them, but that happens extremely rarely, and in any case, compared to any other third-party ad blocker or alternative right, the results are way better. And if you want to delve deeper into the topic of privacy, I recommend going into Settings, exploring the Privacy and Security tab, and configuring your ad blockers however you like. Oh, and speaking of privacy, the browser has Tor built in. I've never used it myself, but it's cool that it's there. Some other things I've set up include sync and a few minor appearance settings. If you use the browser on multiple devices, you can sync your history, open tabs, passwords, bookmarks, tab groups, and more. I use vertical tabs because I saw them there and thought, why not? And surprisingly, I actually like them. From what I've seen, this feature will be coming soon to Chrome as well. Some final thoughts. The transition was very smooth because Brave is a Chromium-based browser, so all the browser extensions work the same way and the overall experience feels very similar to Chrome anyway. So if you want to distance yourself from Google a little bit, I recommend you to give Brave a try, if only for that reason. You really have nothing to lose. You are not giving up anything and you might even gain back some privacy. If you are interested in seeing more alternatives to Google services, let me know in the comments, and if you'd like to see alternatives for mail, cloud storage, or anything else you'd like. Until next time, you can show your appreciation by giving a like to this video now that you know a way to watch YouTube without ads and without paying.